Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Shout Out to You Tuesdays. Oh, and happy October. I mean, we're in October. Oh my gosh. We only have like a few months left before 2023 is a wrap. But anyways, so let me tell you about this resource that I have going on. I have a good resource. It's really good, like good with a T, like good to, yeah, that kind of good. Anyway, so this resource is Be Heard Movement. Put the BE and the herd together. Movement. Yeah, so their mission is to use soul work. Soul work. You like that? And social work to benefit the community, businesses, and those experiencing homelessness. You can visit their website and follow them on social media at BeHeardMovement.com. They do have a wonderful event that's coming up on October 20th where they are coming to Oklahoma City because they are based in Tulsa, and they are giving free showers, haircuts, different resources, food, everything for the community. I've already shared it on my social media, so you can go and follow it there. But make sure you follow them. They're a really good resource. Hopefully, I can get to talk to them one day. We'll see. Anyway, so are you ready for hot tea? Y'all ready for some hot tea? I mean, I'm burning up already. But y'all ready? Because I feel like they about to cut up just a smidge. Okay, so let me give you a disclaimer now. I am not responsible for any of the actions or or statements that are made by my special guest today, but it may or may not be the truth. So hey, don't be offended. But let's just bring them on in. Y'all ready? All right. So come on in, Craig. How you doing, Jahkia? And what's going on, Mr. Ron? Curtis, Ron. Hey, how everybody doing today? Can y'all hear me?
Good evening, good evening.
Can y'all?
How y'all doing?
There we go.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm doing well, Craig. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Good evening to all everybody on. Mr. Ron, Mr. Jahkia,
How
Miss
you doing,
Shannon
man?
T.
Hey, I like that. See, that's that Southern hospitality. Y'all know nothing about that, but we'll get back to that later. I had to bring that up. How you doing, Ron? You doing okay?
I'm cool. Everything copacetic.
Okay, everything copacetic. Now, Ron, where you from? I gotta ask that question.
I'm
Where
from
you
New Haven,
from?
Connecticut.
You from where? Did you say Canada?
Oh, Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut. Sorry. I was like, I thought it was. Okay, gotcha. You're from Connecticut. Okay. I've never been to Connecticut. Maybe one day I'll get on up there. Okay. And Jakia, what's up, sis? You good? Oh, uh. Uh,
Can't hear
oh, we can't hear Jakia. Jakia borrowed her Boost mobile phone today, so she is not 100% connected. But in a minute she will be, because she gonna come back and she gonna have plenty to say, and she gonna probably have an attitude, just a smidge, because I'm talking noise. No, we cannot hear you. We can see your lips moving now, but we can we cannot hear you. All right, so with hot tea, let me tell a couple people what's going on, because every first Tuesday we have Hot Tea Tuesday, and so Hot Tea Tuesday is where we're talking about a variety of things. Shout out to Trezure. She had some traveling issues that was going on, so she's not able to join us, but she may pop her head in later, but it's okay. We want to make sure that she's able to get home safely, because that's the top priority, and she can clown and chill with us later. But anyway, so with Hot Tea Tuesday we talk about a variety of things, and last time we talked about different cultures and backgrounds and education and finances and all that. And so then we got into having that discussion about relationships and how relationships works. And then, everybody wants to find love, right? And so we put this call out for us to get the men. And shout out to the men on the board. Hey, what's up? They answered the call,
Right.
and yes, and so we're ready to have this conversation about relationships, and we're gonna talk about this L word, good old love, if that's okay. So we don't want nobody to get offended, but what is love? What is love to you? I'm gonna start with the fellas. What is love to you? What does it mean to you? Anybody?
It's respect for me.
Okay.
Admiration. Combination of those two things.
Okay, so respect. You said admiration.
And trust.
Okay. And trust. Ooh, that's a good one. All right. So if you don't have those three, then love is not really there for you. Is that what I'm hearing?
It's 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 not a go. I mean, when none of those things, I can love, but I can't love somebody if I don't trust them. Those are the main two. Admiration is the top for me. I respect them a little more than the average.
Okay. So do they have to have respect for themselves or respect for you? Or respect for the whole
I mean,
relationship?
respect is you can't have respect in one thing and not respect in all things for me. For yourself, it's a
Okay.
it's an integrity you gotta have.
Oh,
I'm big
integrity. Come
on
on with the
integrity.
word. Okay. he said he big on
I
integrity.
do.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Jahkia, you with us? Girl, no, we can't hear you. This, mm-mm, mm-mm. Your boost said no boost today.
The boost ain't boost. The
Right,
boost is not boosting.
right. It is not boosting today. She gonna kill me, y'all. She gonna be like, Renee, don't you ever. It's okay. It's okay. You can come back, but you can probably hear us, right? Can you hear us? She'll come back on when she can. All right. So Craig, what about you? What does that L word mean to you?
um, I would say from a meaning standpoint, it means a lot of things on different days, depending on the mood. Love is changing. Love is evolution. Love is growing. Love is uh, joy. Love is pain. Love is so many things all at once. So when you talk about love, it's just depending on what we're talking about that we do love. But love is a roller coaster. It's up, it's down. Like love is a lot of stuff at a lot of different points. Just depending on what point you are at with what it is you say you are in love with or you have that love for.
Mm. Did y'all did y'all get y'all beverage yet? Cause you're gonna need to sip some talking to Mr. Craig over here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That was a lot. You didn't said a lot in the. I mean, where to start? Where to even start? So, love does mean a lot of things. And so, do you think that love has changed since, we'll say, since your parents or grandparents were
Oh
in
no,
love? Do you think it has
absolutely.
changed from their time to this time?
Absolutely. That they were taught something totally different because they were raised in totally different circumstances.
Mm,
Um, we come from a people that stayed together. Now we don't. We come from a
point.
people that the people before them left them. So they had a stronger sense of family of wanting to keep family together. So that love and that familiar bond, and that has been broken over time too, because you everything is changing and evolving, and so when you get those things, now you want to do without those things, and then
Hmm.
you then breed an environment of others that have done without that, so they don't know what that is, and so that type of love and family, in sense, can be lost because again, that's not how they were raised.
Hmm. Okay. What you think about that, Ron?
I think love. So the further you far as people go, as far as black people go, um, it was one time we was already drinking, so it was a need to get together. Farms. Um, when the crack epidemic came, it kind of broke all game. Hip hop music played a part we don't have with a grandparents same type of love. We have more of a soul food. Right now it's more like snacks and wavable love. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Okay,
Saying,
now, Ron, you was cutting in and out for a minute, and I'm gonna try to
okay.
put together what you were saying, because you said that love is different, and I think you said
Okay,
when
can
the
you hear
crack
me now?
epidemic came.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I can hear you, but you were kind of going in and out. It may be your headset, it may be, but yeah, if you can, let's see if it'll just be straight for me. Okay, talk for me now, Ron. Can you hear me without the well, you got to disconnect your headset from your device, whatever. This is probably still connected. But I'm trying to put together what you said. So you said love is different because of the relationship. And then also when the crack epidemic happened, we started to love different things instead of loving each other. Did I get all that right? You
I think that's.
uh-oh. Now we can't hear you at all, Ron. Oh Lord. I've been telling you it's listen. This technology it has not been my friend for the last 2 weeks. And now it's trying to do this this madness where people can't hear, people can't talk. Oh my gosh. Just make it work. Come on, technology team. That doesn't exist, but still make it work so we can be able to hear the knowledge because both of these men have some what the young folk call it the gems, because you can tell that both of them is talking about love from two different standpoints. And I'm quite sure when Jahkia hop on, she gonna join in and share her little spiel on that. But with love, there was a second part, because once you get your audio connected, and just jump on in and cut me off, so that way I can hear what you said. So the other part with the love, is love a feeling or is it an action? I mean, is it only based upon what I see and what you gonna give me, what you gonna do for me, or is it based on something else?
He
You
said
gonna leave
that.
and come back? Okay. Okay, I was reading lips. I got you. All right, so cousin, you got to answer that question. What do you think feeling is? You think love, is it a feeling or is it an action?
It's both.
It's
Man,
both. Okay.
you can actually feel love. Like I feel genuine love from my kids. So
Mm-hmm.
you can feel love. Is it an action? Absolutely. There are people that do things that you consider acts of love. So like it could be simple as a text, flowers, spa
Hmm.
day. Just small gestures are symbols of I love this person, so I want this person to have this. So it's absolutely both.
Okay. I like that. It could be both. I feel that it is. I think it starts with a feeling.
Okay.
I actually feel like it starts with I'm feeling loved. I feel loved by this person, or um, this group of people, like family or children, and I feel love because of, for one, they're a person that takes care of me, or they're a person that shows that they care for me. So
Right.
I think it is. I think it is. It definitely is both. But I always feel like it starts with that feeling instead of the actions, because your actions can change.
Right.
Yeah. And so when your actions change, that's where it gets a little tricky, where we're like, well, you're not bringing me those flowers anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're not calling me like you used to call me, or you're not doing what you said you were going to do when you used to, what they say, court nowadays. That, well, they don't
Right.
say that anymore nowadays. What is the word nowadays? It's
Going
because it's
steady.
not dating.
They
They
going
don't still
steady.
say
They
court.
going steady around here.
They go, oh, they say
They
going
going
steady.
steady. They going
Oh,
still.
okay. Well, that's. Oh Lord, sorry, y'all heard something crash over here. My bad. Listen, the whole monitor done fell on the floor. We're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave that alone. Just
Gotcha.
leave it
We're gonna
alone.
go with it.
Anyways, right, we're just gonna go with it. This, I'm telling you, it's one of them. It's one of them days. It's okay. But anyways, so with it being a feeling of love, and let me double check, make sure are people not in the waiting room. Oh, there you go. Can you hear us, Ron?
I hear you. You see your lips moving, but I don't hear you.
Oh, I hear you. I don't know what Restream is not liking you today. You know what? You want to call me on the. I can't even think of the word. What's it called? The Facebook deal. Call me on the Facebook deal, and I'll Facebook deal, and I'll put your voice through here. Let's make it work that way. Is that okay? Hopefully it won't be a feedback. It shouldn't be a feedback, but it might be. There we go. Okay. Yes. Okay, now what I want you to do is put me on mute on your computer. Yes, because you're gonna hear me twice. It should be a little mute. Well, hold on, let me see. Let me do it. How about that? Did that work? Can you hear me? Okay, good. Yes. All right, perfect. That'll work. All right, so let's go back a little step, a few steps. And you were telling me about love. Hmm. Okay. That's a good point. Cause we don't have that respect to each other like we used to. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can disconnect your audio. I probably can't disconnect it from this side. But okay, we'll just have to go back and forth. So I think you know what? On your screen, you should see like a little microphone on your computer. Yeah. See if you can turn my volume down and mute me. Yes. Is that better? Yeah. I don't hear me twice. There we go. See, we figured it out. And I'm not even tech savvy. Ha ha. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so there go Craig. So with the relationship, you were saying that every so often, every so many years, the love changed. Can you tell me what you mean by that? Mm-hmm. Okay, I see what you mean. So right now in this 2023, what do you think is affecting our love now? I like how you put that. No, I'm asking you, and then I ask them.
My parents' generation, my generation, kind of old still. But on top of that, we have different influence. They have women working, making more than the men. Women getting more educated than men. So their confidence in their realities are not so yeah, because they don't live down. They're independent. And no one's independent of nothing. We all interdependent people.
Oh, you just you
And
good.
there's something going on.
Okay. I like that. I like the way you put. I like the way you put that. Yes, and I can definitely see where you're going with that. Because and I'll say we have become a lot more independent. And I'm quite sure you've seen and heard women say before, "Oh, I don't need a man, and I don't need this and that." So yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, what do you think? What do you think, Craig? Mhm. Craig is like, well, wait, Craig, can you hear us? Uh-oh. Craig, what
It's
happened to
me.
you?
There you
There you
go.
go. Okay, what you say?
I caught a little bit of what he was saying. I didn't catch it all.
Okay. Well, he was saying that throughout the years there's been different types of love, and when he was talking about the crack epidemic and then slavery and all that. And so now he's saying during this time in 2023, the men have been so oppressed, and the women are being, strong-willed, independent, I don't need a man type thing. And so it's kind of like we're separated is what I gathering from it. Oh, competing. We're competing against each other. Okay. Okay. So what did Craig, you over there
Um,
thinking? I see you. Your wheels
yeah.
turn.
That's a lot. He said a lot in that and saying what he said. I don't think he's wrong. I mean, that's got to come from a real place to
Mm.
speak that. So I don't think he's wrong. There's got to be an experience. I just don't know if I think that we are competing because
Hmm.
I I mean I employ a lot of us. We don't try hard, so you got to even be trying to compete. There's got to
Oh.
be something to compete with. So
Okay.
how hard are we really trying? If we are thinking that we are in a competition, how hard are we competing? I mean,
Mm. Oh, y'all getting deep.
man,
Y'all getting deep today. Okay. Jakia, what are you thinking? Can you hear us, boo? Uh-oh. Is Jakia frozen? No, she's not frozen.
Y'all hear me?
Jakia, can you hear us? Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, she got her boost working now, y'all. We in the business.
No, I got off the Boost mobile phone. I made it home. So I kind of what am I speaking on?
So we're talking about love, and is love a feeling or an
Okay.
action? And so Ron was saying that there's different types of love throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
And so he started off with during the slavery time, we loved because we needed each other. We needed to make it through things. And then as time has gone on through the crack pandemic, the love has changed tremendously in regards to the family and the relationship of needing each other. And so now moving forward to 2023, here we are where we're in competition with each other is what he's saying. Like the men are being oppressed and the women are being um they're making more than the men, and they're independent. They don't need the men, so to speak. So we're just kind of wondering, what do you think about that statement, Jahkia? Oh Lord,
She froze.
the bus is not boosting again. Oh God.
You
Okay,
know, honestly,
Jahkia gonna come back on. She. Oh, that's. Oh, there she go. You say you disagree with the statement?
goodness. Okay. You know, I said I don't
Yes. Okay.
disagree with the statement.
Oh, you don't disagree.
I
Okay.
do not disagree. I don't disagree with
Okay.
that statement. I think, I mention with my friends all the time. It does feel like the tables have changed, and that women, for whatever, are starting to assume the more masculine role, for whatever that reason. I don't disagree with that statement. I think within a lot of that, um, I can't necessarily say why. I don't know. I think that's a fair statement. I think men are becoming more quote unquote independent. They're feeling like, and you'll hear them say, you know, I don't really need a man for this, that, and the third. And so I think that does kind of put the men in a hard place. And so the men and the women, we both have to figure out what's going on and how to get on each other's level and connect with each other. Because yeah, I see that. I mean, I can't disagree with him. I see that.
Okay. And Craig said that, what are we actually competing against? He's talking about from a man's standpoint, I guess. Like, are you really getting? Are you really? Let me not put words in your mouth, cousin. But are you putting your best foot forward for what you want? Are you just kind of going with the flow? Is what I'm thinking. Craig, what is that? What you meant? Let me ask you.
Yes, absolutely. And I
Okay.
mean, just it's as simple as that. If we're talking about from a financial standpoint, the man always makes more than the woman. So when we say, is the man dually competing against women in the workplace, I'm sure that that's the case in some cases, but are they really competing? Because I mean,
Mm.
generally, typically the man make more. So I mean, that's what I'm saying about are we really competing? And when we talk about love, um, you gotta be, you have to have been taught how to love properly.
No.
I agree with
Because
that.
you could see love in its various forms and see that it cannot be healthy. And
Mm.
there's very few examples that you see throughout childhood from an adolescence to an adult of healthy love. If you're honest with
Mm-hmm.
yourself. So
Okay.
That's true.
that helps define the way you want to be loved and how you want to give
Right.
love.
Mm. Y'all ready to dive? Can y'all swim?
I can swim.
You can swim. What about you, Ron? Can you swim?
Right.
You what? Oh, okay. And Craig, you can swim, right?
Yeah, a little
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna take this dive. Okay, so when are we really taught how to love? Is there a certain age where we taught how to love? I mean, if we're gonna dive into this childhood, because just think for a minute, if our childhood teaches us how we're going to love and what type of relationship we want when we become an adult, then is our childhood kind of at fault because we're not finding love or we're having difficult with toxic relationships? I mean, that's a lot to say, but I'll be quiet now. What y'all think? Whoever wants to go. Yeah.
Um, really define love. Define love with again. Self love. This is the answer to her. But like I said, I'm running this thing. It's just any individual out there of love. So we never come to ground with those things get with. But how they been better than your love, man? How you bring it to man to her. So what is can you define love
But okay, yes, we can define love first, but do we define it based on our childhood? Because we're taught. Are we taught how to love? Not really. Say it again.
I think we can come at that first because you define love. Like we talking about a thing that never had to define yet. Never defined to take away on what it is. We just say a word without giving it a
Hmm.
saying like there's criteria yet. We haven't set a criteria of what is love to begin to even like indulge in it. That's my opinion though.
Okay. So who's supposed to set the criteria for love?
And I think that's
That's
probably
what I'm
the
saying.
problem.
Yeah.
Is we have to figure out. I have to figure out what love is for me. You have to figure out what love is for you, and then we have to communicate that to one another, because what looks like love to me may not be love to you. And I think that is the
Exactly.
beginning of the problem. Everybody first has to figure out what love is and what love looks like to them. Then you can start to move forward with other people.
Great. I agree. So I would say that, or I think a love is you who have to come to common ground on what is love and what we agree love to be. Our love is going to be is not what love is to everybody. So that's my whole thing is like, okay, if I meet a woman and she says she loves me, there's a conversation right there. What is love meaning to you? Because they might have even said,
Hmm.
and I think that's the problem. No one defines love. They just say love. They just say I love so and so, but you never define love. You haven't
Mhm.
proven love. You haven't tested love.
Right.
What it is. There's no criteria or rules to love.
Right.
So that's why there's a lack because it's not flesh. So that's fine.
That's good. I like that. It hasn't been defined. So if you define it first, then you can explore with
Right.
the love. You can.
I mean, we don't kind of but how you somebody you know is you know what these things are, but we come to a common ground on what is love. Not say even define love or say we in love.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever been in love where you felt like you've defined love and you knew what you wanted from that individual? Tough question.
That
Yeah.
that
You have.
people when they want they're
It was never equal. Okay. Jahkia, you said yes.
Yeah, I have. But this is what I think. I was in love with him, and I think he was in love with me, but he couldn't love me the way I needed him to love me. So
Okay.
ultimately, it didn't work because we had two different ideas of what loving me was. And
Okay.
so,
So does that kind of go back to what Ron was saying? It wasn't. Do you feel like it wasn't defined and have an understanding of what the love is that you want?
right.
Okay.
That's what I think. I have to be honest.
out there. Yeah, I love you, but I don't know what your aspect, what your idea of love is. And how do I love you? How do you love me? How do you love me?
Mm,
It's not intentional. So the first won't happen, everybody.
right.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. What you say, Craig?
Um,
Craig, you
speaking of,
kill me with that. You be like,
I process a little different.
okay.
It just depends. Cause
It
look,
depends.
that's what I mean when we talk about love, how it changes. You
Mm,
go, you love in stages because as you mature,
Yeah.
you absolutely know how you want to be loved and how you
Mm-hmm.
want to receive it and how you want to give it to others. So it just depends on where you are. And that part of the maturation process You know what I'm saying? Because you may have thought I was in love with this person, but I really love that person. You get what I'm saying? Those feelings may have been stronger, and love has no bound or no time to it. In saying that that relationship could have been 6 months, that relationship could have been 6 weeks. It just it takes you when it takes you, and that's the roller coaster because it can be up and down. It's depending on where you are as in your maturation. So that's what when you talk about love in stages, it's just where you are as a person.
So is love really unconditional? And what is unconditional?
I think we taught to give unconditional love to family.
Yeah.
We give
Like
unconditional love
I
to
think we
family.
taught that, but when you talk about unconditional love, what are we talking about? Are we talking about a person, place, a thing? You get what I'm
Oh,
Mm.
saying? A
uh-oh.
person, place, a thing. So, because you can unconditional love a lot of shit. Just being
Right.
honest. But is it a person, place, or thing? Is it tangible? Do you like?
It's
Can
fair.
you go touch it? Can you like? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, what are you? So yes, like the answer is yes to a lot of what the questions are because it's where you are and what you love.
Mm. Okay. Ron, you gonna jump in there? Cause you said, can you go? Yeah, you can go. Jump on in. It's like double dutch. Wait, now wait a minute, Ron. Now hold on. Now wait a minute. You mean to tell me if the lady is goofy, you ain't gonna love her just cause she wanna have a little fun? Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, you said that. Okay. Oh, wait. Are rules made to be broken? Damn. Ron, Ron, I can't break no rules. I mean, I'm saying but she can't break no rules. Wait,
I'll agree with you on integrity.
you are strict. That's true. Mm, that's true. I'm just giving you a hard time, Ron. Don't cut it out. Oh, oh, I believe you. We're not even go. We'll talk about that later. But I appreciate you saying, especially because you've used this term a couple of times. You said being a whore, okay? And if you're addressing a certain type of way, then you can't necessarily deal with that. And especially representing you if you guys are in a relationship. Okay. Hmm. Okay. This is you. Okay. I understand. I mean that. You have certain rules and regulations that you want to have followed, and if they is it a red flag for you? Is it a deal breaker?
Now, my thing is, I gotta go sort of respect for her. Gotta marry her. She's
Okay,
not so
true.
I control what I respect and what I like. And I'm like, wow. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's killing me so hard. Shit on me. What's hard for me?
Wait, did you say share? Like it's we not. You don't need to be sharing that one. No, you don't need. But in order for her to become a wife, you have to date her. So you shouldn't even share her in between of that because you didn't share her in. Okay. Well, if she's moving like a wife, she then you ain't got to share her at all.
Exactly.
Well, that's true. Well, they say there is forgiveness. Everyone needs love. You you don't talk. Me. You said I don't believe in that. You like cutthroat. Okay. What about you, Jahkia and Craig? Y'all don't even know what the question is, do you? I don't either. I think Ron was Ron had was we were talking about relationships and love being unconditional, and he was saying there are certain conditions and rules and regulations and all that. So, do you guys feel like does it go away? Right, is love unconditional? Okay, so that's your question, Craig or Jakia. What you got?
Ladies first.
So the
Ladies
question is,
first.
do I think love is unconditional? Do I think it goes away?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's kind of hard, honestly. I do think love can be unconditional. Um, but I do also think that people can do so much to you and hurt you so much that it
Oh.
can change the way that you feel about them. It can change that love. And even if you say, I will always love this person, I think that love can become deeper depending on your interactions and your dealings with them.
Okay. So it can change, and if they're hurting you and betraying you, I mean, is that really love though?
Well, no,
No.
for me, absolutely not. But there are some people that feel like it is. You know, people I've had, I kid you not, I've had friends tickle me that they felt like if their boyfriend didn't hit them, he didn't love them. Now, to me, that sounds like the most ridiculous thing in the world. But there are
Mhm.
some people that feel like that. So there are some people that the more you hurt them, for whatever reason, they feel like you love them. It's a foreign concept to me, but there are some people out there that feel like that.
But so that makes me wonder if you feel like hurt is love and love hurts. Does that mean it goes back to my childhood? Because if that's what I saw,
Good, yeah, because I think
or
we're constantly learning what love is and what love is for us. Like you said, you mature, so things that look like love in your teens don't look like love in your 30s or your 40s or your 50s. And I think it really goes back even further to you first have to define what love is for you at the
mm,
point that you are in your life.
right. Okay, Craig. The lady went first. What you got? Uh-uh.
She got it right. She nailed it.
Okay.
I mean, that's the truth. But as far as unconditionally loving a person, it's depending on how that love has gone throughout time.
Hmm.
Time defines that, right? Because it can you can unconditionally love a person but not be in love with the person.
Uh-oh.
So time,
Where they do that at? So you unconditionally love
you
somebody,
you
but
you
you
can
not
keep
in love with them?
yeah.
Yeah.
You always have love for that person,
Yep.
but you may not
But
be
I'm
in
not
love
in
with that
love with
person
them.
to want to be intimate with or
Uh,
things of that nature, depending on what the love is and how you define it.
I
okay.
agree.
So how long does it take for the love to kick in? I mean, let me just go on this bench.
They go
Craig, don't look at me like that.
that's where that age come in on how
With
Yeah.
fast the love
age,
kick in. Yeah, age play a big factor in that one.
does it? Does
Absolutely.
it? Okay, so why? Why does it play a big factor?
Because that you hadn't been taught. So at
Okay.
12, I really love this. It's not the same at 18. It's not the
Well,
same
that's
at
true.
24. It's definitely not the same at 30.
Right.
All 40.
Right.
And not 40 either. So it depends on when you catch that feeling. But when you first catch it, you know it, you recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if we're saying, let's say we're an adult, we're over 21. We're over 21, right? So I'm dating this cat, and it's only been 2 months. We still getting to know each other, but I feel like I love him. So is that too early for me to love him unconditionally, or do I need to wait a little bit longer and see how this relationship gonna work out? I mean, it's only been 60 days.
You may love him in 60 days. I mean, I really think it literally just it goes back to what we've been saying. It's what your definition of love is, where you
Love
are in
is.
life. Like it all, truthfully, it all goes back to those two things. 60 days, it may only take me 60 days to fall in love with somebody at 21. Who knows? I mean, I think if it's organic and it's not something that you're forcing, you know, really, who is somebody else to say, oh, you can't be in love in 60 days? You might be, especially if you're 21. You probably think that the sun ain't gonna rise if this person ain't in your life. So yeah, I think it all goes back to what they've been saying. Where are you in life, and what is your definition of love?
Okay, so then help me understand, because y'all know I talk about them bachelor and bachelorette shows and 90 Day Paradise and 90 Day Fiance and Love in the Box, all of them. Okay. Something where you be in a box and you talking to the person on the other side of the wall and you don't see them, but you just hear their voice and you trying to determine. You haven't seen that show? It may not be Love in a Box, but
I hope it's
okay,
not love in a box.
it's something I can't remember. Anyways, it's a show that I know. Okay, the point I'm trying to make is I think that with these different types of shows and whoever may be watching, because unfortunately, in order for them to continue to be on air, they have to have ratings, right? So there are millions and millions and zillions of people that are tuned into this show and they want to be on this show. And the new one that just came out is the Golden Bachelor, right? He's like over 60, 65, somewhere in there. He an older man. And so now you have all these older women that are on here and they want to fall in love. And so my issue with the shows is that I feel like it gives you a false sense of what love and happiness is. Because while I'm talking, I'm gonna use Ron as an example. Because while I'm talking to Ron, I only have a few minutes to talk to him, right? And then, you got all these other girls that's talking to him too. So I don't really get to know him like I should get to know him. And then a month later I meet his mom and dad and family and all that. And then they figure out if they want, and then all of a sudden, hey, I'm engaged. Okay, so then we get to the house, right? And I'm like, Ron, why you leave this? Why you didn't put that? Why you didn't do this? And why? Oh my God, I can't stay with him. I didn't know that he was like this. Ron, I'm just using an example. I'm not saying that you're a bad guy. So it's like, when do you get to actually build that intimate relationship with someone where you're getting to know who they are? Do you find out, hey, do they wash the dishes after they get through cooking, or do they wait a week to wash the dishes? Do they do their laundry now, or do they wait a month to do their laundry? I mean, do they wash their butt every day, or do they wash it every other day? It's just some of these things you kind of want to know, don't you? Or is it just me? Tell me. You.
Thinking, even if people know instead of what things for a period of time doesn't mean that's what it is. If you read somebody, they change. People change all the time. So my thing is, you gotta test, you gotta try and error, you gotta try a variety of people and location. And so I don't think it's me now. Besides that, I could have dated somebody from my child. I don't want to meet now. I know the people I deal with.
Ron, did you say keep them in rotation? Did you? Did you say rotation like on Friday, puff puff pass rotation? Is that what you said?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Different people with different days. Different days. Some I date, some I have textbook, some I have social. Just do a variety of things. Not three, social.
Ron, I'm passing out. Can you see me passing out? Are you saying that is a lot of energy? That's a lot of energy. If you, if you got the energy like that, okay. But, jeez. So the person that you having sex with, you don't want to do things with. So the person I'm going out to do. Okay, tell me.
No. Different things. Like, I'm somebody who's something wrong. You know what it means. But everybody see as that. So, it's just something.
So you saying you just a friend?
I had a girl, right? Who I liked a lot. Like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So she was looking for sex. She was basically but she married somebody else. While I was doing my game with her, she was
So you can satisfy me sexually, but I don't want you mentally, emotionally.
so so it worked bad. I thought the criminal fish around them. And it was the thing like that. So people attract certain women. She was still up with sexually. I'm asking them on her type. She be another type.
Hmm.
Her foundation, her church. She can fit in.
Okay, but hold on, pause. Because if you're saying socially you're not her type because of your background, she judging you just because of your. No. We ain't talking about everybody. We talking about whoever this girl is. So if I'm good enough for you to, well, okay, but in the future, if they feel like you're not, I can't bring you around because of church or my job or something because of your background. What? Are you serious? You'd be surprised. Most of them people that you work and go to church with, they didn't did more stuff than you ever did. But we're not gonna talk about that. That's a whole other segment.
You some people that point it up.
So
Okay, you know, they go in. The whole time go up straight.
okay, this gonna have to be another part of a segment because I feel like I want to ask you 1,000 more questions. Me and you gonna talk. So and Ron, every time it's time for you to answer a question or you elaborate on a question, I done forgot what the question is to even share.
I'm sorry. Keep it short. I keep it short.
No, you're okay. I'm just messing with you. But Craig and Jahkia, what y'all thinking? Uh-oh. They probably like, I don't know what to think.
I don't remember what the question was.
She said, I don't know what the question. And you know what? I done forgot what the question. But let's wrap this up because I think we can talk about love all day. And I think we have covered love in a segment of understanding that you as the individual have to define what love is or what it means for you. And so if you are in a relationship with someone, or excuse me, at the beginning of a relationship where you're wanting to date or you're wanting to um, find someone that you love, I think it's best for you to start off with defining what do you want from that individual. If you don't know what you want from the individual, it's going to be hard for them to give you what you need because you haven't voiced, hey, this is what I like. And one thing I just want to say, I don't like for people to use love as a material thing because materials, like Craig said, is the unconditional love a person, place, or thing. If we're only thinking about how much, like Ron said, how much money you bringing into the table, how many diamonds you buying me, or how many purses and all this other stuff, or how many watches and all this other stuff, it's irrelevant because if something happens to me or to him, like you get injured on a job or you get hurt, and then you're not able to provide like you used to, then what? You gone out the door?
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
They call it irreconcilable differences.
That breaks my heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I mean, okay, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this part as far as what is this? What are we gonna call it? I don't know. We're gonna call it something. Dating. I don't know. And with Trezure, she's a little bit younger. With Ron, I don't know how old you are, but cousin and I, we're a little bit up in age. We ain't up in age, but we the new 30s.
She done called you up in age. Don't let her do you like that.
She called me old on here.
So we're the new 30s. So for our
I'm
younger
a middle
folks,
child.
you
I'm
a
a middle
middle
child like
child.
J. Cole. I'm a middle
Uh,
child like J. I'm little bro and big bro all at once.
Oh, okay. Don't be trying to leave me, Craig. I mean, you supposed to stick with your family. What you doing? But anyways, We're gonna have another segment on there, and just come because on first Tuesdays is always Hot Tuesdays. That's what we're calling it. But I do appreciate everyone coming on and giving us some insight about what love is and how it looks, because it is different for everybody. So I'm challenging you, if you want to join on Hot Tea Tuesdays, it's the first Tuesday of every month. Come on and join us in November. Don't be shy. If you don't want to be on camera, we can just use your voice and bring you in that way if you have a preference. Because especially if you being shared, like Brother Ron said, we don't want anybody to be coming after you because you've been on Share the Tissue Tuesdays. Oh my God, I cracked myself up. Anyway, so I want to say thank you everyone for coming on. Hey, don't forget to follow me on Shredity Tuesdays. Shredity with V on all social media channels. And hey, be blessed. Remember to be intentional, insightful, and impactful in everything that you do. And until then, love you guys. We're gonna come back with some other things. And Ron, me and you gonna talk.
Wait.
Yes, speaking of that, you said bareback. I can spell bareback. Okay, Bareback Podcast on YouTube. So go and follow him. Tune into his podcast and be a guest. You accept guests on your show?
But here's the bad right now. Right now.
Okay, he don't want y'all views right now, but when he needs you, he'll let you know. Okay. All right, that's fair. All right, you guys, stay blessed. See y'all next time. Thank you.